Fiji just lost to Australia due to the tiniest caveat in the TMO protocols. Hold on, this is going to be a long one. Those of you who didn't watch the game, Fiji had a try disallowed for something they didn't even do. Fiji kicked the ball into the Australian 22, the Australian winger collected it and passed it inside to a forward. That forward turned over the ball, Fiji collected it and scored a try in the corner to go 20 points to 14 up. However, the try was called back because the Australian winger had stepped into touch before he had passed the ball to his forward, who then turned it over. Under the 2025 protocols for TMO referrals, the touch and line-out category can only be referred in the attacking passage of play. Within these protocols, the attacking passage of play is defined as a passage of play since the last turnover in possession. And since the Australian player went into touch before they turned over the ball to Fiji and then scored the try, it should be outside the scope of the TMO to come in and disallow the try. However, this is where it gets funky and the caveat comes in. As you can see, there's an asterisk next to attacking passage of play, and it says, or 2 phases should an attacking passage of play be less than 2 phases. And for those of you who didn't watch, once Fiji turned over the ball, they didn't go through a single phase before they scored their try. This meant the attacking passage of play was less than 2 phases, which meant that the scope of the TMO wasn't the last attacking passage of play, rather the last 2 phases. And guess what happened within the last 2 phases? The Australian player stepping into touch, which meant that the TMO could come back, disallow the try, and bring it to a line out for Fiji. So yeah, unlucky Fiji. If you had taken 2 more rucks, that try would have counted. Good job, World Rugby.